Hooray for Hollywood! Since the Oscars are one of my favorite parties all year, pulling this little gala together is a snap, and with some help from us, it will be for you too. Well, we've gone into our own archive to compile some best of hors d'oeuvres footage from years past. We're also updating a few things to reflect this year in film. This evening's signature cocktail, an Argo Drink Yourself Silly, blends elderflower liqueur and vodka with fresh fruit juice for an elegant Oscar concoction. Food for this year's party ranges from shrimp balls to flatbreads, popcorn to chocolate mousse, all very easy to prepare. Add a few flowers, tunes, and Oscar ballots, and your Oscar party will be a red carpet event for sure. All right then, well, let's kick off our Oscar party for the year with a cocktail, as we always do.
I love it.
What better way to watch a 3-hour award show program than with a nice little cocktail?
Does that include like the 5 hours before of all the red carpet?
You know, that's a very good point.
There's a pre-party there too.
That's a very, very good point. There's a lot of red carpet watching. None to be missed, not for nothing. So what we've decided to do this year is, I don't know if you were able to see Argo, which...
Loved.
Phenomenal, right?
It was really, I was very impressed.
It's our pick for Best Picture this year, just so you know. Well, we decided to make this cocktail called Argo Drink Yourself Silly.
I love it.
Yes, so it's not really a take on, you know, Iranian libations, but we thought it was very festive. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what an Iranian libation is. So anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with putting a little ice in our cocktail shaker. Now, what we've done is we have squeezed 1 fresh lime. Yeah, that's perfect. And all we're going to really do is do about 3/4 of a shot of lime juice. You can do a little more if you know what, I'm going to do a little more.
Lime.
I like lime too.
I'm a limey girl.
Me too, I'm with you. So, oops, sorry, there we are. So we'll do about 3/4 of a shot of lime juice. We're going to do a full shot of pineapple juice. So this is going to be very fruity, and this is going to make 2 drinks for us, Jen.
Well, you can always kind of tweak it the way, if you like tart, go more lime. If you like sweet, go more pineapple. Kind of gear it towards your taste.
Exactly, and you know what, taste it all the way through, and whatever you like better.
Super excited about this. This is brand new to me.
Yes, so now Jen was not aware of Saint-Germain liqueur. It's elderflower liqueur, very chichi fonfon. You can find them whenever you go to a fancy bar, which I'm going to be quite honest and say I really haven't gone to one of those in a while. But you can find some really interesting Saint-Germain cocktails. So we are going to do 2 shots of Saint-Germain liqueur. It's kind of flowery. It's very yummy. As I said, it's very chic. You should be. Oh, this is going to change your life. And you know, you'll just Argo Drink Yourself Silly. Then we're going to do 3 shots of vodka, you know, to really kick things up a notch. So we go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is the way to kick off your Oscar party. And I have to tell you,
you started.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we always say this is one of my favorite parties of the year. So I felt like it's really necessary to kind of go back and, you know, redo it every single year. It's just worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Special.
Okay, so here we are.
Okay.
So we'll do some of these. Okay, so here you go. Get ready for your Argo Drink Yourself Silly. Okay. How much? How are we doing? Oh,
nice.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
Then you
I was so heavy-handed on the first drink. It's like, I'm so sorry.
I know.
For the second.
You like that heavy. That first one is mine, just so you know. And here you are. You want to just garnish it with a little fresh lime. I like to throw them right in.
All right.
Okay. Argo, drink yourself silly.
Can't wait.
Cheers. What do you think?
Oh, I really like it.
Do you like that like liminess? But can you taste the floral?
I do. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be an excellent Oscar party.
Really like that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so every movie night needs popcorn.
Certainly does. It wouldn't be a movie without it.
No, and if you're like us, my children go through a lot of the microwave bag popcorn, but I don't like the taste of it. It's kind of gross.
It's salty and it feels...
And it's very weird yellow color. So anyways, if you don't have an air popper, a nice way to do it, which is really cheap and a lot healthier for you, is to actually do it yourself. So what we're gonna do, I know this seems rather simple, but I didn't know this. A brown paper bag, a lunch bag, and then Jocelyn, you're gonna put in here about 1/4 cup of popcorn. And we measure that up there. And then we're also gonna put in there, dump it in the bag. We're also gonna put in there a tablespoon of oil. This is grapeseed oil, which Alexandra has. She claims works very well on popcorn specifically. Jocelyn, if you could mix that around with the spoon inside there.
Oh, sorry.
And then a hefty pinch of salt, because I don't know about you, but popcorn without salt is like, I don't know, I'm not smart enough to come up with something funny, but you know what I'm saying.
We had a rough night last night.
So, once that's done, Jocelyn's gonna turn the bag over once and take a stapler. Now I know what you're thinking, staples in a microwave. It scared me too, but it's actually fine. I did 3 staples last time. And then you put it in the microwave. Actually, Alexandra's microwave is right there. Put it in the microwave for, we did one for you already. And basically put it in there for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Everybody's microwave is a little different. Wait until you hear the popping stop and open it up. And out it comes, and it's fresh and it's delicious. And if you wanted to put butter on it afterwards, you certainly can. But that's a great way to do some popcorn that's very economical, probably better for you than the weird stuff that's in those bags, and tastes delicious. And who doesn't love popcorn at movie night? Also,
it's really good.
Also, you can put some candies in your popcorn too, which is what I like to do. They're out of Milk Duds, so I went for the second best thing, which would be M&Ms.
See, I'd have gone for the peanut M&M myself.
Well, we're going to do nuts in our next segment right here, Jocelyn. What a lovely segue. Thank you so much. So now we're going to move over into our second finger food, which is actually toasted pecans. Now, my mother-in-law brings these at Christmas every year, and I took them for granted, although this year I did eat practically an entire bowl. They're great little snacks to have when you're watching a movie kind of thing. I didn't realize how much pecans, whatever you call them, cost these days. This little bag set me back $9.99.
I used to have a tree in South Carolina.
Oh, really? Well, I wish you still did, because these are expensive. So thank you, mother-in-law, for bringing these to my house. I didn't realize how expensive they were.
Bonsoir, Jeanette.
So that being said, what we do is we take a bag of pecans. In here I've done 1 egg white that we've whipped.
Yes, with a mixer.
With a mixer. And then once it's frothy like this, we're going to put in 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of flour. Okay. And we're going to dump that in there. And we're going to mix, we're going to mix it together with our mixer. One other thing, a little bit of vanilla, just a little taste there. And a tiny pinch of salt. There we go. We mix this up till it's all combined. Sorry for the sound on your television right now of a mixer. And when this is all nice and combined and frothy, then we dump the pecans in and we toast them in the oven. The oven is set for 250 right now, very low. So you put them in there for about 45 minutes or so. You can turn them once or twice. And when they're done, they have this wonderful like candy coating on the outside. Oh my goodness, they're fantastic. So if you have your popcorn on one hand and you have these lovely little nuggets on the other, you have a pretty fine arrangement and setup going on. So we put these in here. It's about 2.5, 3 cups or so. Joss, if you just want to spoon that together for me.
Definitely.
There we go. Whoops, a little bit extra there. And it's the egg white frothiness that keeps it so that it actually crystallizes and gets that real candy coating on it. Once they're all coated, you put it on a greased baking sheet, and as I said, for about 45 minutes in the oven at 250. And they are delish, let me tell you. So spoon that out.
I just want to make sure that the frothiness is there. That's the word of the day.
Maybe there's a pecan craze that I don't know about. They're healthy or something. Maybe that's why they're so expensive
I
now.
don't think so.
Well, they're not healthy now. You want to put those in there for me?
Desperately.
Okay, spread them out so that they're in a single layer.
Okay. These are the only reason I ever eat a salad.
That's true, they're great. If you have leftovers, you won't. But if you do, you can put them on your salad as well. And we're done.
Okay, well here we are. We are going to make our flatbreads, or as, let's face it, it's fancy pizza. So obviously,
Oh, cheers.
yeah, cheers. Jennifer has come to help me with the food because she's our resident foodie. Okay, so here's what we've decided to do for our flatbreads. I am just going with a little store-bought pizza sauce, because let's face
You can
it,
use chopped tomatoes if you prefer.
Jennifer wanted us to use chopped tomatoes. I went to be lazy. Here you are, knock yourself out. It's just easier that way.
Or Jen Gibbs would say a little Rotel would be fun too.
That's true. Rotel, you know, who doesn't love little Rotel? A little
And you just want to put
Velveeta.
on it and leave a little bit of a lip at the end, so it doesn't bubble over all over your baking pan.
And I have to tell you, one of the things that I like the most about making these is that it's pretty much a clear out your refrigerator little trick, because I gotta tell you, we're gonna make 2 different kinds of flatbreads. And a lot of the ingredients I had in the fridge and had nothing to use them for, so voila, flatbreads. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing one that has mozzarella, Parmesan, mushrooms, chives, I'm sorry, not chives, yeah, scallions, thank you, and a little turkey pepperoni, Jennifer's flatbread.
I'm gonna have rosemary, goat cheese, and prosciutto.
So, let's dig right in. Okay, easiest thing ever, it's messy, but
easy.
yeah. So I am just taking the gargantuan ball of mozzarella and spreading the cheese.
And I'm spreading the love cheese over here as well.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, we're big fans of cheese around here, so basically anything we cook is really not for the lactose intolerant.
No, in fact, you're not invited to my house if you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I actually have known people throughout my life who don't like cheese, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like them.
Yeah, it's like people who don't drink.
Yeah, come on, what are you gonna do? All right, so just smear it all over the place, drop it, it's all gonna melt, it'll be fabulous, and don't worry if it looks like poo right now, because it'll be wonderful once you eat it.
Nothing like putting poo into a cooking segment. My 6-year-old would be thrilled right now.
Yeah, we just pandered to the child audience on that comment. Thank you. Okay. All right, so I am now going to start, I think I'm going to go with a little roni. I've decided to go with turkey pepperoni. Apparently, I thought
You
that...
could do tenderoni, but it's up to you.
I actually thought I had stumbled onto a little undiscovered gem here with turkey pepperoni, and when I told Jen Gibbs and Jocelyn about this, they're all like, yeah, turkey pepperoni, yeah, okay. So I thought it was fabulous. I ate about 68 pieces today, but you can get the real stuff if you like.
And I, of course, am doing the rosemary, as previously mentioned.
Yes, and as I said, I would... Union. Okay.
I'll start since you're sipping.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with prosciutto now. You can put it in tiny little bite-sized pieces or bigger hunks. You can tell which kind of a girl I am. I'm a little bit more of the latter.
I bought mushrooms the other day because they were on sale. Sucker for a sale. And really had nothing to make with them. So here we go. Once again, cleaning out the fridge.
If I had a nickel for the amount of produce that I throw out every week, I would be very wealthy.
Yeah, actually, in making room for all of the fresh vegetables and spices and herbs that I bought today, yeah, I tossed a few things that I think that I had some thyme in there, which I pretty much think was growing new thyme. That was
There's a joke
nice.
with the time. I just can't get to it.
Okay, I'm now sprinkling some scallions. Got some good color here. Oh, you too, pretty color. Now, you got some herbed goat cheese, am I right?
I did. I went out on a limb and threw in some herb goat cheese. Why not? A little more herbs.
You betcha.
And less rotting herbs and vegetables in your refrigerator, as we just spoke of.
I am following up with little Parmesan, little salty Parmesan. We also should let you know that what we did was we started with the those refrigerated pie crusts that you can buy. They're much easier and really easy.
Dough, you mean.
I'm sorry, pizza dough. Thank you. They're much
any grocery store.
much easier for me, especially because Jennifer did it all for me. So it actually looks nicer when they're not really, you know, perfectly round. So we're gonna put these in the oven, about 400 for like 12 minutes or so, I'd say.
Did you notice that this whole assembly took us less than 2 minutes? You two can do this.
Yes. So we're gonna put these over here. And would you like to see the finished product? Yes, you would.
I would.
Here we are. Here is the pepperoni mushroom. And here is Jennifer's gorgeous.
Actually, mine has more cheese on it and more prosciutto, but again, you already knew that.
Yes, so this is what we have, and then you just cut them up into funky pieces. They don't have to be perfect little,
Nope.
what are those
Because
called?
it's not a pizza, it's a flatbread.
And there you have it.
Okay, so here we are at the food segment, and we're going to keep this brief because, as previously stated, this is just going to be a quick one for you, and all the recipes are listed here on our website as well. So we're not going to show you the actual cooking and mixing of it all, but we're just going to talk to you really quickly about 3 simple things that you can make for your Oscar parties.
Smells really good. I think it's this that I'm smelling, isn't it?
It does, yeah, it smells really good.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah. So the first of which is, these are called shrimp balls, and it's actually an Asian recipe. I do a brunch for my mother every year for Christmas, and we mix it up theme-wise, and I just did these last weekend for an Asian-inspired brunch for about 24 people. And these were a huge hit, and they're really elegant, and they're simple, they're not hard to make. You can take a quick look at the recipe below. Basically, it involves some throwing some shrimp in a blender, food processor rather, and then mixing it with a couple of other things and frying them. And what the best part about them is you can do them the night before and then just throw them in an oven of 375 degrees for 10 minutes. Perfect to come out piping hot.
I wonder how they would freeze.
I bet they'd be good, actually.
They freeze really well.
And then I just serve them with a store-bought duck sauce that you can find in the Asian section of the grocery store. Okay, our next appetizer is also a staple in our house. Doesn't look like much, I realize. They're the little toasts, the little pumpernickel toasts that you find. Well, my husband can never find them depends on the grocery store.
Where they're hiding them.
Yeah, in my grocery store, they're near the deli section. But anyways, little long loaf of pumpernickel toast. And then what you do is you just mix in a bowl some cheddar cheese and some red peppers, some green peppers, some black olives. I sometimes put a little bit of curry in there, but my sister doesn't like that, so we're at her house and I must abide by her rules.
I appreciate that as well.
Yes.
Now these black olives are Kalamata, are they?
I did pitted Kalamatas and just chopped them up. Run the whole thing under the broiler, mix it together with mayonnaise first, obviously.
Can't forget the Hellmann's.
And then under the broiler and until they're hot and bubbly. And these are great too. You can also make the spread the night before. Perfect.
It smells great. And this is just your basic chocolate mousse. You know, you can there's a ton of recipes out there.
My simple recipe for chocolate mousse, and I think we've done it on the show before, but it's also listed on the site too. Simply mix some whipping cream and melt some chocolate, fold the two together. It is the easiest thing in the whole wide world. And we'll have the quantities basically on the
site. And then you
site.
do a little shaved chocolate.
Shaved chocolate.
Top, a little raspberry, a little mint to make it pretty.
Perfect. And they look so elegant in a martini glass, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So very simple recipes, most of which can be done the night before, so you can actually sit down and watch the show.
And enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Okay, now setting the atmosphere. This is what really makes your Oscar party an Oscar party, wouldn't you? Yeah. Like when Jen and her husband and all the other Gala girls come to our house for the Oscar night, the room is decked out. We've got the seat fillers, we've got Oscar gift baskets, we've even got balloons, which are very non-Oscar, but
the clunker, the picture frames. I'll never forget the first time I walked in here for the first Oscar party. I was like, oh my God.
you're like, she has a problem. She takes parties seriously. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, what do it? I'm not gonna lie to you. And this actually, the Oscar party is what started it all for the Gala girls, so we feel like we have to do one each year. However, once you've started doing one year after year, it becomes easier and easier and easier. It's just a formula, and so that's why we're doing it this year. What I decided to do for flowers this year, small, simple arrangements. I used some orchids that were on sale for $8.
Woo!
I know, a little bunch of orchids,
Wow.
some tulips and some freesia, and then some extra little pussy
Love
willows.
freesia.
Don't you? And this, even though it is such a tiny little vase, I just kept popping them in, and before you knew it, this is what I wound up with, and it looks very nice, and
Looks great.
it's not going to be in anyone's way, which is a good thing. The aforementioned clackers, as Jen was talking about, we bought these years and years ago. I think they were like $1.25 a piece.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can get them on like Hollywood.com or something along those
One
lines.
of my favorite parts.
Yeah, right? And every year what we do is we just print out all the pictures of the best picture nominees as well as the official Oscar posters for that year, slide them in, and we just put them all around the room. It's really, really easy to do. Everything is on our website. If you don't feel like going to find them, go to greaterbostongalaGirls.com. You can just click and print. Done. So there's that. We always have to do our Oscar invitation, and when I asked Mindy at Textile Designs, would you mind doing one for us? And she said, oh, I'm really busy. No, I don't know if I can. And then of course she winds up sending me an email the next day like, I had to, oh my God, I had so much fun. I did a red suede band in gold, so it's really cool. So this is what your guests will get in the mail. We've got the red suede band, and it says Valentino, Versace, or Badgley Miska, who will you be wearing when you walk the red carpet on Oscar night? Join us for the annual Oscar Gala. So these are really cool.
Really
Again, totally easy to find on our website.
Yep.
The game, it's the Oscar ballot, of course. And this really makes it so much fun. You know, you can have people who aren't at your party fill them out. You can have people at your party fill them out. It's very easy to do. And it also makes watching the Oscars a lot more interesting, especially when you get to the technical awards. You know, the guy who does film, sound editing.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. At least you got
know what that is.
yeah, you know what? Let me just say this: at Gala Girls, we don't have a film sound editor. We don't have a sound mixer. You're looking at it right here, and I didn't get an Oscar. So there's that.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. You know what? A girl can dream, can't she? Now we also have our soundtrack, and this year I put together, I used all the best song nominees as well as some other songs that didn't quite make the cut, like the song from Ted, Life of Pi, Les Mis. I know, don't you love that Norah Jones sings the theme song from Ted and it's nominated for an Oscar?
That's awesome.
Isn't that a riot?
Skyfall, of course.
Which I love. She's got to win.
Adele can do no wrong.
Right? I didn't even see the movie. And I
didn't either.
No.
I don't care.
Me neither.
I love her.
Same with me, and she was so funny at the Golden Globes. Award show nerds. So go on our website again, click and print it. All you have to do is burn these and hand them to your guests as they come about that night. I do always like to have a prize for whoever gets the most points on the Oscar ballot. I've done everything from just a bottle of champagne to little bottles of champagne. I've done gift baskets. I've done movie tickets. You can really do whatever you want. You can make it as extravagant or as simple as you like. Again, the point of this is to make it easy, not break the bank. Everything is here, totally ready for you to just take advantage of. So, make sure you mix yourself a few Argo Drink Yourself Sillies and get ready for some lights, camera, action, little red carpet night. And with that, we say, any excuse for a party. Cheers.